Hello everyone, this is Naga Abhishek Guruganti representing Welling Consulting Group. Today's presentation is on Lamesley Childcare Center located in Gateshead, UK. Let me introduce you to my group members. Naga Abhishek, myself, group leader. Taslim Bello, the deputy manager, and group members Sanamprit Singh and Nikura Lilian. Today we're going to talk about introduction part and what it is, childcare center, and their establishments, operations, challenges, particularly talking about the competitors, the challenges that are involved internally, externally, like self-satisfaction and retention, and the ways to overcome. Moving to the slide, introduction. What is childcare or daycare center and why these became most recommended and important in the current society? The answer is simple. With increasing modern day technology and the requirements and increasing opportunities, every parent began to raise and started working to give their best to the children. Due to this, fundamentals of taking care of the children has fallen into the outside world, like daycare centers. Thus, when the daycare centers came into the existence. Moving to the next slide. What is actually daycare center and the childcare center and what it does? It is a setting that takes care of the children usually aged from 2 weeks to 15 years based on the different child care centers operating. Some care centers do not take care of the children below aged 4 years. Child care centers provide support and create a friendly environment to the children with attractive activities that children like to get involved. There will be professional trained workers that take care of the children of different age groups. These centers usually operate from morning to evening to provide a support to the children whose parents are full-time working professionals. All the daycare centers or childcare centers registered in UK has to follow certain rules and regulations that were implemented while registering. In England, all Ofsted registered nurseries must follow early years foundation stage curriculums. In Wales, nurseries work to care Inspectorate Wales requirements and foundation phase curriculum. In Scotland, nurseries work to early years framework. In Northern Ireland, nurseries work to the curriculum guidance for preschool education. Moving to the next slide, my colleague, my friend, Samanpreet going to take care and he's going to explain you. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek. And my name is Sanamprit Singh. I'm gonna give you much information about the Lamesley Childcare Center. It is the only center which is one of the largest childcare center established and is being operated from a long period of time in a Gateshead, UK. It is an active childcare company incorporated on 26th of April 2007 with a local registered office in Gateshead. There are 2 appointed directors and 1 secretary, which is actively working right now. So, and the Lamesley Childcare Center is running actively for past 15 years without any failure by upgrading and implementing new programs and schemes throughout the journey. Moving on to the next slide. At the Lamesley, though the care center company is registered in 2000, but its operations were active before the years of registration, and estimation company is operating for 22 years. Lamesley continue to grow and develop its own operations and continue. It is giving care services to nearly 200 children of different age groups ranging from 3 to 16 years, including the disabled children also. And there's a special trained professionals which are able to recognize the talent and pick out the individual and class of the children to develop, learn, and use the resources to implement their intelligence in playing, learning, and use it for problem solving activities. They conduct a mixture of activity combining the different age groups with the advanced and spontaneous planning through formal and informal consultation. Moving on to the next slide, they're having a key activities at the Lamesley Childcare Center. They are trying to establish trying to help parents to balance a work life and a family life by spending quality and quantity of a time with their children after school and during school holidays. They have a well-organized breakfast clubs, after-school clubs, and holiday clubs. and they have a trained professional which are appointed to take care of the children and brush up their skills too. As it is located in the hub of the Lamesley, which has access to the all amenities. As being registered with the Ofsted, there's a regular, there's a biannually inspection which is conducted for checking the standards of the services they are providing to the children. They have achieved the 4 children quality assurance scheme level 3 and looking forward to quality A gate shed early for partnership. They're also offering care services to the differently abled children, including autism, physically and mentally disabled one. Encouraging the outdoor play whenever it is possible with the club assist play facilities also. Moving on to the next slide, they have these operating clubs, which include the breakfast club, after school clubs, and the holiday clubs. Here I finish my part, and I'm gonna tell my next partner to put a more light on my rest of the information. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lillian Kiruka Nimaku, and I'm going to be presenting on the market analysis, the PESTEL analysis, and the SWOT analysis. First of all, market analysis is a quantitative and qualitative assessment of a market. It looks into the size of the market, both in volume, values, the various customer segments and buying patterns, the competition and the economic environment in terms of barriers, entry, and the regulation. So getting into the market analysis, we can see here that it gives space and confidence to the working professionals by taking care of their children. It also is working for the benefit of society and economic development by various activities, fulfilling the employee needs and requests by giving challenging, interesting works, providing employment opportunities to many interested people in the society. It also drops in the services due to COVID-19 effect, where lots of many school child care or daycare and centers were closed down because of COVID-19 virus. It changes in the situation now encouraging the child care centers to reopen and give their services at different places. They also support through investors and government will help the industry to continue open new branches and help in free flow of investments, fund increase and profits established as better revenue by avoiding any risk. Okay, I'm going to also talk on the PESTEL analysis. First of all, PESTEL analysis is a tool used to gain a macro picture of an industry as an industry. PESTEL actually stands for political, economic, social, technology, and legal and environmental factors. This is what PESTEL means. Here in the work, we also use the PESTEL analysis here we can see that there's increments in taxes on imports and exports. There was also vast increment to 20% to the decline in services, 5%. There was that 5% decline in services. We can also see that the post-Brexit affected during when they brought in the policy of Brexit, which made a lot of care workers to leave the UK, and because majority of them are from the EU region as well. So also the UK government, they also take steps by giving jobs to eligible parents under JSS, that's the Job Support Scheme, and SEISS, which is the Self-Employed Income Support Scheme. Talking about the economical, there was total expenditure of £431,207 pounds. There was also a total income which includes £167,163 from 2 government grants. They had skilled employees, government intervention into the industry by giving funds and jobs. The social aspect of it, they had culture and convention at the centers, employment to skilled people with flexible time. There was maintaining standard in care centers, encourage learning and development schemes. In technological aspects, they had advanced program that attracts children. There was innovation, learning and development activities in daily routines. The environmental factors were awareness of programs to educate children, awareness programs that educated children or that educates children, support an approach towards renewable energy following the CSR practices. Legally, they had strict rules or laws implemented by government, following the health and safety rules, following the discrimination laws and rights. So we're going to move straight into the analysis. Basically, SWOT analysis means strategic planning and strategic management techniques used to help a person or organization to identify their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And here we can say that the SWOT analysis, which is they had their strength was they had good reviews and feedbacks from their previous services rendered. They were located at the town center, like where people can easily access the care organization. Their weaknesses were on the employer. They had lack of employee growth in the organization. They had lack of understanding of legal issues and financial issues, lack of interaction between employees and the child parents. Coming over to the opportunities, they had opportunities implementing the latest innovative technological activities, implementing multicultural and crisscross training activities across the children. That's for the children and to participate actively. They established in a convenient location that were accessible by the customers. Now over to the threats. They lacked financial backup from people, government, investors, and they had competitions like other organizations that also have this childcare that were also into childcare. They had competitors like the Little Pioneer Nursery, Spring Nursery, Lame, and the likes of them. And they were also they also had this popularity among the nearby childcare centers. So these all sum up to their threats. That's the threats that are made up that make up the SWOT analysis. I'm going to be handing over to my colleague to continue from the competitive advantage. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lillian. My name is Teslim. I'll be talking about the competitive advantage. So the competitive advantage, what it means is that it puts the company in a position that it has more power or more advantage when compared to other companies in the industry. So one of the competitive advantage of this is that of Lamesley is that they have so much years of experience in the industry, and they've been able to engage in different activities and also to create activities for children and focus on outdoor activities, engaging children with engaging able children that have autism and ADHD. Going on to the next slide, we are going to focus on the challenges. One of them, the two major challenges are staff satisfaction and retention. So one of the major problems is that they have the lack of communication among their caretakers team. That if the employees, they don't communicate among themselves, and the employees are not really satisfied with the work, lack of recognition and other things, which will later lead us to job retention. When you check the next slide, you look at the, it talks about how employees, when they are not satisfied, you cannot get, when employees are not satisfied, they can't stay, they have to move out of the company. So when we now look at the recommendations we are giving the company, which is on the next slide, is like conducting more and more interaction sessions with staffs and parents by creating friendly and positive atmosphere to understand issues and work for the progress. So what we mean is that we have to get feedback from employees so that it will help us to strategize the company, to make decisions in the company. So conducting employee satisfaction surveys and supporting each other and working as teams to achieve the organizational goals. So everything we are talking about is just focused mainly on the employees. When we now look at the conclusion, is saying that it has to concentrate more and more on employees' engagement and employee satisfaction to maintain good retention ratio. So apart from that, when you now when we concentrate on the feedback of the employees and we use it to strategize the company as a whole, it will develop the company definitely. This is the conclusion for and the recommendation and the conclusion for everything we've said so far. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Thank you.